Hello, it's Aurora Blue. Welcome to Messages from Mary tonight. It's so good to be here with you. We're on Instagram Live. I'm Aurora Blue. This is Messages from Mary. We do these on Monday evenings. And I'm going to light... Oh, hi, love. Thank you for coming. I'm going to light this incredible sage. I've used it before with the blue lotus flowers. I just love it. And together we're going to smudge our oracle. So as I have my fan on and it's blowing the flame. So as we gather, just get cozy in your spot, whether you're with us tonight or you're gathering with us in another time and space. Just get cozy. There we go. And allow your breath to come into your heart. A little bit going there. Aw, thank you for the love, Brenda. I like to light these with a natural flame, so I'm trying to do that with my little votives that are burning. But anyway, as we come into this space, just get cozy, comfortable, get settled wherever you are seated, whether you are inside or outside. And as we begin to connect, we ask that you drop your awareness into your beautiful, beautiful hearts. That is the gateway of unconditional love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just gonna place that here. So, I invite you to close your eyes now if you like. Whatever works most beautifully for you. Close your eyes, allow your breath to settle and quiet, breathing in and out of your heart chakra. And we just gonna chime our bell. Continuing to clear the space. Breathing in one last time. Allowing the tones to float through your energy bodies, your etheric body, your physical and mental bodies, allowing those beautiful tones to release stress and unwind any tension. And now, beloveds, as we connect through our heart space and we connect in our field of light that gathers us together on these Monday nights, through the invitation and invocation of Mary, allowing your breath to flow through your physical body, to flow from the heart of the divine down through your pillar of light, through your soul star chakra, through your crown, your third eye, your throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral, and root. Feeling that energy flow through your root, flow through your body, flow through your feet, out of your feet, golden light flowing out of your feet into and through the earth. Connecting through our heart energies with all beings who are in this field of light, all beings who will receive and benefit from this transmission, from the energies, from the messages, from the presence of the divine feminine, with her unconditional love and grace and compassion. We ask that these energies flow forth throughout all of the earth, all of Gaia. May the transmission of her energy be of service and flow to all beings. May we all join as conduits for the elevation and transmission of her light, for the healing, the love, the peace, the enlightenment, the expansion, the awakenings, the support of all of our brothers and sisters, and so it is. And we now feel the grace of her feminine, of the Divine Mother of Mary, flowing upon us, over us, through us, filling our field, smelling, sensing, feeling, knowing her blue and white light. And together now, we ask that these messages come through with expediency, clarity, the highest wisdom, and for the highest and best of all beings. May they be medicine for each of us, and medicine for our collective, and medicine for our beautiful Gaia, and all the beings, known and not known, that we share this planet with. Breathing in and breathing out. Anything that you are holding in your heart that you would like guidance, answers, direction. Our Lady of Manifest Miracles. She's literally was the last card from last week. Oh, hi, love bug. So fascinating. She's pulling us together from last week. We will be beginning our message with that energy, manifesting miracles. Literally, this card is about manifesting the miracles in our own lives, but it's also about being of service to humanity, to the planet, to the beings, to the earth, to the furries, the feathers, the waters. So beloveds, continuing to just have your heart open, and whatever you need from this transmission, sharing it. We thank you for being here and sharing the light energy and the expansion of that. And sweet Mary, what else would you like to share with us? Okay, so here we go. Our Lady of Growth Assured, Our Lady of Growth Assured, and Our Lady of Becoming. Our Lady of Growth Assured and Our Lady of Becoming. Lady of Manifest Miracles. So let's see. And if you have any questions or insights about the messages, please share. It's fun to share. And my babies are in here. Shoshana, you'll love that. Brenda, you will too. So we've just come through the summer solstice, and it was a very, very full of light portal. And one of the things that we've been called to, she brought this to our attention last week, and she's getting the message with it this week. So sorry, I may have to let them out. Is that, shh, come here, babies, get my babies. Is that this time, this gateway, this time of where we are in consciousness, where we are in our evolvement, if that's a word, is that this is a time of, we are in a time of service. We move on, we grow ourselves individually, and we also, in so doing, grow one another. We expand and share our candlelight. So just like if you were in a candlelight service and you light another candle, it starts with one, and by the time all of the candles are lit, it's a beautiful constellation of energy and love and prayer and illumination. And our the times the times that we are in, okay, I want to read you this mug because I feel like it's relevant. The times that we are in, that is what we're doing. And if you are drawn to my work, then you are also doing this work in your own lives and in your communities and your families. So this mug says, we come spinning out of nothingness, scattering stars like dust. Rumi. We come spinning out of nothingness, scattering stars like dust. It's a Rumi quote. And I got this from Michelle Qureshi, who you can see it's well loved. She's a local, beautiful musician. And anyway, she made these mugs, and she has a lot of her work and a lot of her music is around the galaxies and the stars and celestial energy. And I have some cacao in there with rose and honey because my body needed the extra internal hug of cacao and the rose and the honey. And one of the things as we've come through, the reason I'm bringing this up is having come through the solstice, it's a very powerful portal. It's when we gather collectively, and it's a strong point of focus around our world. So whether it was the whole planet went through a solstice, whether it was the summer or the winter solstice in the southern hemisphere, it's a lot of intense energy, and it's focused on healing, on movement. When people are celebrating the solstice, there's a lot of joy and fire and conscious interaction with divine energy and with the energy of one another and with the energy of our planet. So one of the things that I have felt strongly after the solstice, hi beautiful, is that, hi sweetheart, thank you for being here, is that self-care has been an important aspect of the last several days. So rest, hydration, eating well, maybe even eating, either having your appetite go one way or the other, needing more nourishment or more even grounding foods, or needing to eat lighter. So anyway, I was just sharing this beautiful Rumi quote about we come spinning out of nothingness, scattering stars like dust. And so she starts with Our Lady of Manifest Miracles, which is the energy that we've been talking about of manifesting miracles in our own life, but sharing those miracles through love and service and charity for one another and for our planet. And then she moves into the energy of Our Lady of Becoming. And again, this is a card of growth. It's followed by Our Lady of Growth Assured. So I'm going to, I want to read the channeled messages. 11, 3, and 30. So 11 is the master number. That's the miracles card. And 11 is connected with miracles. So if you are, this is a heightened time. It's a heightened time anyway because of the solstice. If you are creating something new in your life, this is a really good time. There's a lot of energy around you to support that. And 11 is, if you are noticing a lot of 11s in your life, if you're drawn to the number 11 or you're seeing it on your clock or your receipts or like this, that is the energy of miracles, new beginnings, manifestation. And Our Lady of Becoming and Our Lady of Growth Assured are 3 and 30. And 3 is connected with the solar plexus, which is also strongly connected to the summer solstice and the sun energy and the Ascended Masters energy. And again, the Ascended Masters are strongly about our work in the world and service in the world. So there's a huge, Mary's energy has strongly been asking us to be of service, and our world needs it. We're experiencing, so our world is going through a lot of how's a good way to put it? Our world is growing, and there's a lot being revealed that we have not necessarily paid attention to or known about. And it is even the skirmish that happened in Russia recently over the weekend, and it lasted like less than 24 hours apparently. But things like this are happening. Disruptions are happening right now, and around the world. In America, prices are going up. Food is more expensive. Gas is more expensive. So whenever these things are happening, collectively there can be an anxiety that happens, and people will become food insecure, housing insecure. It may happen in your circle. It may happen in circles you're aware of. It could happen in your circles of faith or your community. The point is, what Mary is saying is these times are changing. They're meant to change. For us to go where we're going with this huge heart energy. Oh, my darling, my girl just got on. Hi, sweetheart. I love you, honey. We have to sort of clean up we have to clean house. I love you too, sweetheart. Thank you. We have to clean our inner houses. We have to clean our external houses. And one of the things that is also happening right now, and it's been happening, but anything that, and I've had so many conversations with people over the last week, but also over the last several weeks, but a lot of past is coming up. So if you're confronting any past trauma or having past memories, or if you are just having the experience of, this has been my habit, this has been my routine, and it hasn't really been serving me, and I know it's not been serving me, but it's been so comfortable, or it's the job or the relationship, or maybe it's just your sleep habits or the way you eat, or what have you. Maybe it's exercise not enough or too much, whatever. If you are experiencing things that are asking to be called into balance, this is kind of a time of just wildly raw truth. And you will know this just doesn't serve me anymore, and you are very supported in shifting your shifting your focus, letting go of something, starting something new. And all of this is happening with one another. And as we move and clear and create space for ourselves, maybe part of it is letting go of things, so we have less things and we have more time. I just read someone, I just read someone, I think it was Betsy Murphy. I just read her post over the last couple days about how the last few years she's been gifting her children experiences instead of gifts. So for their holidays and celebrations, and that is also something where, and an experience doesn't have to be a trip to Europe. An experience can be a gathering. It can be going to your favorite park. It can be getting your nails done or meeting for coffee. It can be something creative, but it's connected. So back to reading the message. Our Lady of Manifest Miracles. Love seeks to manifest through you, as you. It is not only your spirit that is to be blessed by love, but your body and your life too. You are meant to live a reality of divine love. You are meant to experience the presence of the divine in everyday life. Your spiritual life and material existence are not destined to be separate, but rather are to be united, enhancing each other, infusing... Sorry. I'm going to let them out. I'm so sorry. Hang on. Here we go. Hang on. Shh. Out. Hi. Back. Sorry. Right in the middle of the reading. Their dad is home, so they're very happy to say hello. Your spiritual life and material existence are not destined to be separate, but rather are to be united, enhancing each other, infusing each other with love and sacred relationship. My miracles are not limited to the world of spirit. They manifest in the material world as signs that divine love is alive in the here and now. Will you be a willing channel for my miraculous manifestations? And then Our Lady of Becoming, number 3, my sweet girl Lily, if you're still here, we have 3 and 30. Lots of 3 energy coming through this reading tonight. Our Lady of Becoming. So I'll hold this up. Hopefully you can, sorry about that little light. Hopefully we can get an angle and you can just maybe see what you pick up from this gorgeous activated art by Shiloh Sophia. Our Lady of Becoming. My beloved child, you are a divine flower preparing to bloom. You belong in the divine garden and you will blossom into radiance. I have declared it and it will be so. You shall thrive and be nourished into life. Your uniqueness and beauty shall not be hidden from the world, obscured by veils of fear and shame. I hope you take that in. Your uniqueness and beauty shall not be hidden from the world, obscured by veils of fear and shame. I am the holy hand unveiling your secret light that it may pour forth the grace that heals the world. I am the holy hand unveiling your secret light that it may pour forth the grace that heals the world. This is your destiny and it will be. So I'm seeing a theme here. So I pulled a message for the week. I've started gathering once a month, gathering called Love Beams. And we gather at the Playful Soul on the 3rd Sunday. And we gathered for the first time this month. Love Beams is the name of my newsletter. So if you sign up for emails and join my little newsletter, which I don't send out very often, I'm trying to get more. I'm trying to manifest my own miracles of organization and follow through. But it's called Love Beams. And so all of this started several years ago. I talked about it last week. I'm not going to go into it a lot right now, but I named Love Beams was an energy that came through when I was writing and channeling my website originally. And I knew it was ultimately to gather our lights together. So I got a message for the collective that I'm going to start sharing once a week. That's just a message I'll share through my newsletter and online. But it was this one, Soul Star energy. And this says conscious connection. sweetie. Hi, Riley. And this is from the Life Soul Vision Oracle, which I love. And if you've seen me do these before, you know I love this oracle. And this one is by Romy Weiser. It's extraordinary. So what I'm saying is that message was very much aligned with the messages that are coming forth right now with Mary. And then earlier, over the last day or so, I shared something in my stories that was, it was a very cute, uplifting, positive statement, but essentially it was saying, be your own unique self. Don't hide behind your mask. Those aren't the words, but essentially it was saying, don't hide behind, let your wild unicorn out, because there's nothing more fun than finding your tribe who actually adores and vibes with your unique spirit. And so many times, so many of us have, if not all of us, have the path of finding the strength to be our own unique self, in the face of growing up and families and schools and faith traditions and whatever part of the world we're living in. So this is not an unusual, it's a very common theme. So this is what she's saying. Our Lady of Becoming is also iterating in her own way. Your uniqueness and beauty shall not be hidden from the world, obscured by veils of fear and shame. And there's a lot of energy in our world right now that it wants to shame people. There's a lot of energy right now that wants us to hide our true selves. It doesn't want us to express our own ideologies, our own experience of who we are in our body. It doesn't want us to love. It wants us to love in a certain way. It wants us to identify in a certain way. It wants us to vote in a certain way. It wants us to read books and certain books. And this is not unique to the United States. It's something that is going throughout the world. And there's an uprising because it's all unraveling. So we're seeing it. And it's like these death rattles. And it's okay, because the death rattles are always invitations to all of us to find those biases that live within ourselves, even if we are out in the world doing our best to be embracing of all people and supportive. We still have our biases, especially if people are on the other spectrum of our own belief systems. And if we feel, when we're on opposite sides of the spectrum, those people feel they can't trust the other people. They feel threatened by the other side, just as this side feels threatened by that side. So ultimately, both sides feel their survival instincts are kicked in, their reptilian brain is on fire. But where the truth is it's all just based in fear. So what she's saying, Mary is saying, is I'm here at this time to support you. I'm here to hold your hand. I want the world needs your unique way of being. I am the holy hand unveiling your secret light. Isn't that beautiful? That it may pour forth the grace that heals the world. Can you feel that? Maybe just close your eyes right now, sweet ones. Take a breath in and hold your hands and feel the waterfall of light. Feel that spiritual energy flowing through your pillar of light, through your energy centers, down through your soul star chakra, through your crown, through your body, through your heart. And then feel that energy flowing through your hands and feel that love pouring out into our earth, pouring out into our communities, our families. She says, this is your destiny and it will be. We're always unfolding. She says, even if you consider yourself an open book, so to speak, you may sense that within there is something more of you yet to be. And I feel that that just means it's the never-ending story. We're always evolving. We're always unfolding. And And we also have plateaus, so we can have periods of time where we may think that we may have a period of time where it's like, oh, whew, this is good. I've gone through these huge hills and valleys. I'm happy to have some quiet, normal schedule, or just no big new events. But in terms of our growth, there will always be a new growth edge, and she's saying she's here to support us in our truest and most authentic expression, because as it harkens back to all of this service, the message of service, and Mary is one, she is a being of service. She is the one who flowed through Mother Teresa, and she is the one who her energy flowed through so many saints and so many communities, and the divine feminine cares for the individuals, but it also cares for the collective. So service is her passion, and caring for one another is her passion. Our Lady of Growth Assured. So Our Lady of Becoming is talking about, I'm holding your hand and we need your unique light. And then we go to card 30, Our Lady of Growth Assured. And if you look in this, oh my goodness, she's holding, well, first look at the aura, the divine energy of golden white, divine light that is around her, and then see the being she's holding. That is not, oftentimes in these images, the beings are small, like they're infants or babies, and they're always, I feel, us. They're us individually, they're our human collective. There's a small one she's holding here, and she's breathing her breath of light over this being right here. Can you see? And then notice in this one, that being is no longer tiny. This is almost, this being is like an adolescent. This being is becoming. This being is looking out. Its eyes are open. It's facing the world. It's also wrapped in her blue light. So her message is, there is a beautiful manifestation which you have long desired, coming to fruition now. It is important to the well-being of your own soul and the healing of our world, and that you have patience and allow this birth to happen at the best timing. If it happens too soon or too late, there will be unnecessary complications. I will take care of the timing, and as you trust me, you will find the birth of your dream happens naturally and with great joy. So back to the first card, Our Lady of Manifest Miracles. If there's a dream that you are consciously aware of, and there's something that you are working on, maybe you're actively working on it, maybe it's something that you're praying about, and you're doing vision boards, and you're creating energy around it, and you're manifesting, maybe you're doing your research, or you're calling it into your life. This card she's saying it's happening. Your growth is assured. Don't fret the timing. The timing is divine. So part of what's important is that we live our lives in joy. We live our life. We don't sit around and wait. We don't spiral into sadness or negative behaviors. This is asking us to have faith, which is not always the easiest thing, but that's what she's saying. She goes, I'm here. I've got you. I'm literally holding your hand. I'm flowing this holy light through your hands. Have faith. It's coming. she writes, if we want to manifest something truly special in our lives, something that perhaps is a little out of the ordinary or contrary to what most people think is possible, then the blessing of Our Lady of Growth Assured is very helpful. To manifest, we start with the inspiration or impulse from our heavenly divine self. That translates into inspired ideas, then thoughts and perhaps plans. As we add our heart and passion energy into the mix, we generate the fire we need to eventually act on opportunities in the physical world so that our manifestation can be complete and successful. So, one of the things that one of the things that came to me as I was reading those words is we're also in a time, we're in the Aquarian age. So we've moved into it. Right? Am I correct? Yeah, we're in the Aquarian age. And one of the signs, one of the qualities of the Aquarian energy is communication, technology, inventions, creativity, communication. So we are seeing, and I've talked about this before and we'll continue to talk about it because there are going to be things coming our way that we aren't even imagining, but you might be imagining it right now. You may be sitting on, you may be in your life with your work or your passions or your passion for the earth or your passion for great food or whatever it is. You may literally be in your life thinking about something that you see could be reinvented. And maybe at this moment in time, you don't have that, you don't have the knowing, but things like this are coming. So if you are that person, oh, I love it when this happens. I just opened, we're going to use this oracle. The lemurian starchild oracle wanted to come. Like when I was pulling the oracles, it was like, boom, right there. And I opened it and there was this beautiful crystal inside the box. I love when I surprise myself like that. So the thing about that is, if that is you, if you see this message or you are in contact with, you have someone in your life who is that person, hold space with them. Maybe you will be the one who cheers them on. Maybe you will be the one who invests. Maybe you are the creator and you have your team of cheerleaders around you. And Mary is saying, if you don't have those cheerleaders, do not fret, they will come. That's part of our unmasking ourselves. It's part of having the confidence and the faith to move into what our calling is. So the Lemurian Starchild Oracle is connected. It's called Divine Guidance for the New Paradigm. It is a very magical, mystical, ethereal, oracle. And I love it. Its energies are like when I hear them, the energies are it's almost like a dolphin song. And almost as otherworldly. So I just am so curious how this is going to play in, like what, so join with me and breathe your heart light. Whew. Mary is a star being, and she hails through Christ consciousness through, oh, okay. So I think we're going to take this card. I'm going to leave it turned down because I don't want to know what it is yet. We'll see. And we'll see if there's another. But the Lemurian energies, so if you're familiar, these are connected. This oracle is connected to the Lemurian lands, which Lemuria was land beings, people that were a very evolved society, and they were here obviously prior to us, and they are located off of Hawaii. And previous to Lemuria was the land of Mu. So if my children are on here, Lily, if you're still there, land of Mu, M-U, and my children, their friends and my grandbabies call me Mu, and have for a long time. And I have an interest in learning these things, because I know that they call me Mu, M-U is connected. And when I was in Hawaii in December, I was literally on the big island, and we were on the part of the island where the waters of Mu flow. So I don't have a lot of understanding. I can't really communicate it all very well, but I believe in the magic and the connection. And so, just seeing. I think we have our cards. Whew. Mary, is there another card? Is there another card? No, there's not. Okay, let's see. So the energy when I'm working with these, the reason I ask is it just goes totally flat. It's like, no, stop. And so I can't wait. Let's see what we got. Oh, crystal child and integration. So, this one's active. Crystal child. Isn't she beautiful? Crystal child. So the crystal children, and you may be one, or you may be the parent of one, or you may be a carer or a protector of one. You may feel, so you could be working with children. You could be working with the planet in such a way that you meet these children. It says just the brief message on the oracle crystal child says your natural core is pure, innocent, removing falsehood, seer. So the crystal children are highly intuitive. They have a very pure frequency. They have a clear knowing. They are, many of them are being born into families who can hold and protect their energy. Some are not, and that's okay. Soul path is soul path, not up to us. We have enough work just to figure our own out. But the crystal children are literally paving the way for the new earth, for the new paradigms, for this expanded consciousness that we are all praying for and voting for and fighting for and writing about and singing about. And all of this energy that we are calling in, regardless of the perception, remember, we are all it doesn't, however we are calling it in, our experience of love, our prayers for peace, our prayers for harmony, our prayers for all beings to be cared for, those prayers and our experience of the world may be very different from someone else down the street, in our family, in another country, in another part of the world. But essentially the point is prayers for another, prayers for more love, prayers for protection, prayers for help are all aching for a world that is not violent, a world where we are all fed, a world where we are safe, and we cannot get too caught up about, well, they do this and they do that, or they don't do this and they don't do that. The warring of the energies. Our job as these beings, and if we're connected through these messages, it doesn't mean that we're not human. It doesn't mean that we don't have opinions, and it doesn't mean that we don't, we aren't walking in the real world, in this world, in our own ways, but it is our job to do better, to be better, to process and to evolve and to transform and to elevate. So the crystal children are the ones who are coming in, and they're being born now. And I believe that they will be bringing forth a lot of new technologies. It'll be interesting to see at my age, in my 60s, if I will get to see some of what they do. But and then the other card is integration. So she's wanting to bring this vibration of Lemuria, this vibration of crystal healing, of the waters, of magic, of this elevated consciousness. Mary is bringing this through. She wants us moving. She wants us to be embracing this new time. This card of integration is card number 7, and it says, forgive self and others. Reunion, let go of defenses, open the door. Well, that's kind of what I was just saying. And look at the beautiful rainbow. Look at that gorgeous rainbow, the crystalline cities, the rainbow bridge, the orbs of light. And I don't know how you feel, but when I see images like this, my body just softens. My mind literally just flows and melts and surrenders. This is, the Lemurian energy is an energy of telepathy and crystal healing, healing with sound. There are no... do you know that today is National Forgiveness Day? Heard it on my radio station. Brenda, I did not. So we have this card that talks about forgiveness. And Brenda is sharing, that today is National Forgiveness Day. And this is about forgiving ourselves and forgiving one another. So let's read Crystal Child. And I am not sure. These are $2.91. These are ordered based on their sort of grouping. And so this is in the grouping of, let's see, $2.91. Children of Lemuria group. Page 312. So I'm just going to read you. It says, your natural core, pure, innocent, removing falsehood, seer. All of this connects to our Mary cards as well, especially the middle card, Our Lady of Becoming, where she's removing the veils of fear and shame. And this is removing falsehood, seer. You're the crystal child, clear channel, the energy of wonder of life, wonder of you, wonder of oneself. Gift, bringing gifts for the new earth. Know and enjoying your own energies, clearing out other energies. It's connected. It's a card of wisdom, of course. They're very wise. They're very advanced beings. The affirmation is, I dance in the beauty of my crystalline energies and clear them of all illusion. So this card, if you are a parent, if you see this message and you're a parent of a crystal child, this card is acknowledging your presence. If you feel you are a crystal child, and chances are if you're watching this, you could be potentially, I'm not sure if they are, if the older ones are yet in their 20s, but they could be getting, some of the first ones could be reaching that age. But this is an acknowledgement, whether you are a crystal child or you're the parent or you work with children, this card is acknowledging you. And essentially, Mary is thanking you. It's the children are our future. They are the children. We were the children once. The children are always the future. And the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. So this energy is not only about the crystal children that are being born or that are here, but it's also about the consciousness, the crystalline consciousness that's being born and that we're bringing in, that is also flows through the Christ consciousness. And we're a multidimensional planet. We have multidimensional beings here. There's so many beings on the planet right now who are from other star systems and galaxies, and we're not all necessarily through the lineage of Christ consciousness. We may be coming from another emanation of the divine, and all these things can yeah, we're gonna leave it at that. So the crystal child card is just, it's a beautiful message of love, higher vibration. There's like this beautiful purity. It's almost, to me, it carries like when these beings, when it carries the energy of like Christ and Buddha and the Dalai Lama. When the Dalai Lama is born, or traditionally has been born and been discovered, there is a whole process to the acknowledging and understanding and the vibration of that child. And we are now, these children are coming in mass, and there will be other generations. The rainbow children, I think, are after the crystal children. So I just love that Mary's bringing that in for us. And now the card of integration. So let me see. It's out of the realm of structure. So we're going to go to the part. This card is from the structure. Integration. Page 200. So, this card. Forgive self and others, inner reunion. Again, this harks back to Mary's messages about loving yourself, being your authentic self, manifesting your miracles, manifesting the miracles of your true self, so you can, because your light as it is, your divine light that you were born into this world with, is what the world needs, not a manufactured version. And she's just encouraging you to take her hand and walk the path of healing and for self-forgiveness, forgiveness of others, and also just the path of revelation, revealing yourself to the world, to yourself, and living your best, most authentic life. Because when we're doing that, we're not angry. Our work might be passionate. We might be an activist, or we might be a nurse, or we might be a doctor. We might be doing incredible things where we get angry. We could be a fireman or an officer or a teacher or whatever. But when we're doing work that lights us up, it's part of what makes us happy. It's part of the joy that we experience, and we share that. So the integration card says, let go of defenses, open all the doors within, welcome the fragments of you home. Mirrors. Oh, interesting. They say, this card says, as I collect the pieces of myself together, each in a space of deep angelic love and forgiveness, I begin to see my true beauty and wholeness shining back at me. I realize I am whole, I am one. In Lemurian Eden, you were completely whole, and this is the oneness of the new earth that you return to. This wholeness deepens each time you embrace a distressed part within and bring it to the crystalline light of truth and integration. Aligning with the divine allows you to easily connect to your gifts and abilities and to share them freely. They're saying we've drawn this card because there are parts of ourself, conscious or unconscious, that are asking for our attention, which I believe makes sense. And we're also, as we began the evening with, last week she ended, well, the Mary Oracle ended with Our Lady of Manifest Miracles. And tonight she started the reading with this. But the energy, part of that energy is being of service. And so we're ending with the card of integration. Essentially, bring home all your pieces. Come home to yourself, a reunion with yourself, a reunion with your highest self, and be the soul, be the light, be the human that you came here to be, because that is what the world needs. There was a great quote that we used to have up on the chalkboard at the Playful Soul back in the original days, and it said, maybe if anybody remembers it, or if anybody knows this quote, it's a famous quote, but I loved it. It was something about the world, do what lights you up because the world needs that. And I believe I mentioned that earlier in this transmission tonight, but maybe I'll go and see if I can find it, and I'll put it in, I'll attach it to the end of the reading in the written description. But that's such a beautiful mission, right? Just to find what lights you up, be your authentic self. That's what the world needs. The world needs people who are excited, who are on fire, and on fire with love, not on fire with hate and fear and shame and all of the other side, the opposite energies of love and growth and joy. The world needs us on fire with our passions. So I just want to thank you all for being here tonight, for popping through, for lending your heart light to the field. We ask that this energy, as we close, if you want to close your eyes, maybe place a hand on your heart, one on your belly if you like, or your hands in prayer position. If so, placing your thumbs upon your heart chakra. Breathing in, exhaling, and we just ask, we thank the Divine Mother Mary for her presence, for her guidance, for her passion and her light and her fire, for her children, for humanity, for this planet, for the beings we share this planet with. We are so grateful for your love that flows through this field and through one another. And we ask that these messages and these transmissions find their way through the world to all beings for whom they may be of service and for the highest and best. And we ask that the energies flow through us, these blessings, these emanations flow through our bodies and our energy fields, our hearts and our eyes. And we leave you with the message that you are a being of light. You are, sweet ones, robes of light. You are adorned with robes of light. Your soul light. You are soul. You are light. You are love. You know this truth. You feel it in the depths of your knowing. So we ask you to feel that light as it flows over you and through you, as it flows through your hands into the world, as it flows through your feet. Golden energy flowing out of your feet into the planet, connecting to all beings, to all waters, to all ecosystems. We are divine conduits of love. So, sweet ones, walk on. Have a beautiful week. Thank you for hopping on and being here. And have a beautiful rest of your week. I'll see you next week. It'll be the 4th of July. Oh, hello, darling. Oh, I love you. I love all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessings.